So the health tech platform is, in full, is a platform for dialogue and action on emerging health technologies in Africa. The purpose is to stimulate important conversations, but also action so that Africa can harness the value of emerging or new tools for tackling persisting health issues. And we say emerging because we know there are so many tools, but some of them are conventional tools. So we are really focusing on innovative tools that could change the story of health in Africa. And when I say innovative, I'm thinking of tools like gene-drive mosquitoes for malaria control.
This is a move in the right direction, and I congratulate all of you for accepting to participate in this noble event.
Our region, the East African community, is contributing a huge burden of the malaria cases in the whole world. We actually have countries like Nigeria, yes, but if you look at East Africa alone, we have Democratic Republic of Congo, we have Republic of Uganda, we have the Republic of Tanzania. All these countries actually are high burden countries. It means that we have transmission almost throughout the year. Many people are getting infected and also have many dying from malaria.
We will actually not eliminate malaria by 2030 if we don't change the way we are working. So the current tools being used for malaria control, the mosquito nets, IRS, and of course the treatment therapies. If we continue the way we are working with these tools, we'll actually not achieve malaria elimination. Evidence shows that we have already missed our target by about 40%. We focus mostly on gene-drive mosquitoes for malaria control. This tool is not ready. Actually, the work going on in Africa, in a few countries, even in the East African region, in Tanzania and in Uganda, the work is still in very early stages, preparatory stages.
So the question now is, okay, if gene drives came or genetically modified mosquitoes came, where exactly do we put them? And will they fit in with the existing tools? Do we withdraw those tools and then introduce gene drive? Or do we introduce gene drives and continue with these other tools? Whichever path we take, what will happen? And it's important that we answer these questions before we say yes or no to the gene drive technology.
The work on gene drive actually requires, because it's a biotechnology, it requires countries, even within the East African community, to reform their laws, reform their regulatory mechanisms, for us to actually test gene-drive mosquitoes in the field. At the point where we are right now, we don't have proper legal framework to test these gene drives in the field. And so as the countries do preparatory work, policymakers also have a role.
At the African Union level, we have a number of structures that are available to guide genetically modified work. And I'm very happy about this because this has been a proactive thinking on the part of the African Union. So we have the African Union Commission. They have committees that debate and discuss issues of science, technology, and innovations. And then we have the African Ministerial Council, specifically on science and technology, called AMCOS. And the debate on genetically modified mosquitoes has come to the attention of that council. And they have made proposals that have helped the African Union actually to set up structures like the ABNE, the African Biosafety Network of Expertise, structures like the African Union High-Level Panel of Emerging Technologies, and structures like the Africa Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. Now, all those structures have debated and they have proposed and produced guidance materials on genetically modified mosquitoes?
We need to coordinate interventions. We need to mobilize resources. We need to build partnerships. We need to have clear accountability mechanisms. And this is one of the things that we are doing. And partly in this meeting, we go ahead to build partnerships, and we're trying to ensure that there's proper coordination and link it to what you are doing.
The East African community, the health program, taking leadership in developing a regional policy framework that can guide the various countries. Because as we heard, countries are actually at different level as far as biotechnology law is concerned. And so if the EAHRC takes on leadership in developing some regional framework that would guide the development and testing of gene-derived mosquitoes, that is an important next step. And so this meeting serves more as a kick, like a starting point, but it's going to be a process for the EAHRC to coordinate the development of that policy.